How are you doing? My name is Maggie. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about these things. Blankets. I made a whole bunch of them while I was in class in college in the past 5-6 months. And my friend Jess yelled at my DMs and was like, "Hey, make a video." And I was like, "Okay. Anything for you, Jess. So Jess, if you're watching this, you better be the first like and view of this video. If not, I don't know what's gonna happen." Anyway, we are going to dive into these blankets. I have 4 stacks here. Not any reason that there's 4 stacks, but that's just how they would not fall over. Here's stack 1, stack 2, another stack, and another stack over here. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I forgot to mention, I do have my little cheat sheet. Can't really see it, but all the different blankets. There's 2 pages. So if this thing gets too long, I might have to cut it into 2 videos. We'll see what happens. But that's my little cheat sheet there. I also have a basket of yarns over here of some of the different yarns that I used, in case you've never heard of them before. Because some of these I had never heard before, and I had never used before. So if for whatever reason I've never heard of this before and you think maybe you've never heard of it before, I might pull it out, show you, give you a little demonstration. Anyway, let's get started. We'll start with this pile right here. This is a Suzette stitch. I always called it the blanket stitch. I don't know why. I think I saw it one time on Pinterest and that's just what I called it. But this is the Suzette stitch, corner to corner. It is a 5-weight. Oh, this is Joann's Big Twist Classic. It's a 5-weight. They don't have any colors of this, but they're like super soft. I would not do anything larger than like a 5-weight for baby blankets. These are all baby blanket sizes. So that's the first one. Yeah, the colors are like teal and multicolored gray. Number 1. Number 2, this is a Chevron Granny. Love the gray and yellow. Gives me honeybee vibes. It's actually called Bit O Honey, the colorway. It's an ice cream, Lion Brand ice cream roving. Yeah, that's the correct one. I have another one that I made from same brand, different color. I'll show you that later. But that one is a 4-weight. This one took forever. This is, I think, the only Tunisian crochet one that I have. If you have never tried Tunisian, highly recommend Jada and Stitch's The Calendar Blanket from 2022. I loved it. I learned so many stitches. I still need to finish that blanket too. That'll be my blanket though, not baby blanket. So this is a Tunisian Honeycomb. It kind of looks more like a houndstooth, but I promise it's a honeycomb. I changed colors on every back pass. If you know Tunisian crochet, you get what I'm saying. So there's 2 different yarns in here. The first one is Karen's Skinny Cakes, which is a 3-weight. In Baked Alaska, it was like all blacks, grays, whites. I think I have that one with me. Yeah, this one. See, I still have a whole nother one. Because 3-weight takes forever to use. That's why. But yeah, that's Baked Alaska. And then the other one was this one, which is Michael's brand. Loops and Threads Snuggly Wuggly Deep Dye in Daffodils. So it kind of changes color throughout, as if you had dip dyed it. So yeah, this one took several weeks to finish that, because 3-weight takes forever. This one is a V-stitch. This one's really big. Oh no, it's not. But yeah, this one worked up really quick. This was a V-stitch. This is another Karen Cakes. This was yarn that got donated to me from the camp that I worked at for several summers. The pink is just pink, and then this is a whole nother cake. This is retro. Yeah, Karen Baby Cakes. So I think this is a cotton acrylic mix, or cotton acrylic blend, but they both are. I don't like mixing different materials and types and stuff like that. This one is also retro and pink from Karen Baby Cakes. This is a spiral granny. I have one other of these. Same pattern but different colors. I like how the colors worked out in this one. At least in the center it looks kind of cool. But yeah, that one was, these two are 4 weights. I don't think I said that. Those two are 4 weights. This one is also a Karen Cakes. This is Big Cakes. I think it was just Karen Cakes in Blueberry Muffin, which I think is such a fun name. But it's the block stitch. I don't think I know. Maybe this one was Fiber Spider. The Spiral Granny. This one was the Secret Yarnery. I'm going to try to include some patterns in the description. We'll see if we get there. This one, I want to say it was Fiber Spider, but I cannot fully remember. But super simple. Essentially, granny square in the round with single crochets as well. This stack is eventually going to block the camera, but that's okay. This last one for this pile is camo for all of our camo hunting boys out there. But yeah, this is, I think, the black yarn my sister-in-law gave me, I think. So that didn't have a label. I'm not sure what that was. The orange was Big Twist, like their 4-weight in like a very reflective orange. And then the camo is Red Heart. I think someone gave me that too. But it's the Alpine stitch if you ever used it. It makes it very thick. It's kind of like the waffle stitch where it's a yarn guzzler. But it's really warm. Yep, good name of this pile. Alright, move that stack off to the side. I'll just move this whole stack over. Ugh. Okay, another stack. Squish this over. Okay, this is blanket stitch again, but it's in rows instead of corner to corner. I love when you have stitches that you can do corner to corner and round or in rows. This one's just a basic stripe pattern. It is the Joann's Twist Classic, like the first one I showed. And it's just in blue and gray. They don't have any fun color names for this brand, but that's okay. I'll live. Next one is, this is the Diamond Filet. I think Fiber Spider has this, but it's not the pattern that I used. But I think he has, oh, I just love filet. It looks so cool. You can see the diamond pattern in there. This is Lion Brand Ice Cream Roving again. This is the color Razzles. Yeah, I think that's a candy. Razzles. Someone did. That's this one, if you've never seen Ice Cream Roving. If you never worked with a roving yarn, a small difficulty of it is that it kind of changes weights as you use it. So like this might be a 4-weight, and the part might be a 3-weight. Trying to pull it apart, that might be like a 5 weight, that's more of a 3 weight, but it kind of changes thicknesses throughout while you're using it. But if you can deal with that, it's very soft, so I would recommend it. Next we have, this is the cluster stitch, right? Mixed cluster stitch. This is a Daisy Farm Crafts stitch tutorial. I don't think they have tutorial, well they might. I think we got it off their website. Really classic baby colors, green, blue, and yellow. This yarn they do not make anymore. This was an AC Moore yarn. Fun fact, I used to work at AC Moore. I actually helped close the store near where I worked, or the one that I worked at, I helped close because all of the properties got sold to Michaels, so I have a small like tiff with Michaels, but I'll get over it eventually. So these yarns, where's this one? Not the same color, but it's Stitch Studio by Nicole, Storybook Lullaby. So this is what the blue looks like in this game. And this is just another green that I can't figure out what to do with. I love green. Can't figure out what to do with it. If you don't know, this whole thing is full of yarn. All this cube is holding yarn over there. So this is all full of yarn. Not trying to brag. I have a problem. This one is a corner to corner. I love corner to corners. It is Karen Skinny Cake Strawberries and Cream. Love the striping on this one. This one I bought during the panorama, also known as the pandemic. Hope I don't get flagged for that. But yeah, corner to corner it just whips up so easy. It's pretty mindless, and sometimes I just have a problem with like if I have only a certain amount of yarn, like do I have enough to increase and then decrease as well? Just a personal problem, but you know. Next is this one. I don't have the yarn label for this one anymore. I know it's a Karen something. Maybe a Painterly one. But I don't think they make them anymore, so I can't find it anywhere. What the name is. I have another Painterly one. Love the colors. Such pretty different colored pinks and stuff. So I don't know what color this one is. I know it's a Karen Cakes. There's a Michaels near my college, and I had time before class, very dangerous, and I went to the Michaels near my college and went through the clearance yarn, and that's where a lot of this comes from, especially like the blueberry muffin one I already showed. But some of the yarn was donated, either by my sister-in-law, or the camp that I worked at, or my crochet grandmother, who's a lady at my church that I love very dearly, and she sometimes gives me her yarn. These next two are very similar. They're just like a simple granny square. This is using the retro again, and the pink, and some old, just regular white granny squares that I had laying around from another project that I didn't finish. So this one has all of the colors in retro. Trying to keep these folded nice, because eventually I have to pack these up and donate them. This one is just the pink and yellow and like the coral color right here, and all the white granny squares. I think I still have granny squares, the white granny squares that I have left over. It's getting in the way. This one is a spike stitch. You can't really see the spike too much, but I think it looks kind of cool. So zoom in enough, you can kind of see the spikes that come down. They're just kind of hidden amongst the changing yarn, but I think it still looks cool. I think I had thought about redoing this one in a different pattern, but I think it looks cool for someone who wants a more toned down color. I have the yarn for that one. Still have some left over. This is the Karen Cotton Painterly Cakes. See, clearance for $5. Not bad. Alright. That's that pile. 2 piles down. 2 to go. Alright guys, we have made it to my second page of notes. We are on stack number 3. This one's only got a few in it. This one, can you guess? It's not corner to corner, but it is the Suzette stitch. And I do, I think, have an addiction with this one. This one is also just rose. This one is also a Karen Cakes. I think it's a Cotton Cakes, like that other moss stitch one. Don't remember the color. Couldn't find it online. I did research, I promise. Couldn't find this one. This one is the Blueberry Muffin again in a Chevron. Pretty simple. Now I think we're getting into some of my older ones. So these are ones that I may have not made in the past semester. I did like making baby blankets before, just to like test out stitches and stuff like that. So this one I made maybe a couple years ago, a year or 2 ago. I do remember this one because I do like this yarn. It's very soft. Yeah, it's very soft. This is a corner to corner. As I said before, I have an addiction to corner to corner. I don't know why I was putting that in a triangle. This one is Premier Sweet Rolls in Spearmint Pop. I don't remember how I got this one. Maybe they sold this at one time at AC Moore. I think this one I got from AC Moore. This one is a basket weave. Got that nice texture. This one was also AC Moore yarn. It was just like their tweed speckled, whatever you want to call it. Alright, let's just go straight to the next pile. This one was also AC Moore yarn. It was their version of Pound of Love. It was called Pound of Stitches. This is called Harlequin. I think this was Daisy Farm Crafts, their pattern, or their tutorial. Just in a light blue and a gray. And then I did a shell stitch border. Thought that looked nice. This is another one of the Granny Spirals. Kind of psychedelic, still fun. This one was just like a basic white, probably like red heart. I think the multicolor was red heart as well. Couldn't find that. That yarn is this yarn is very old. It still feels nice though. think I've washed it a couple times. This is another filet one. I think it's my third one. This one I also made a while ago. This one obviously has a honeycomb. This was AC Moore Pound of Stitches in yellow. Another older one that I've had for a while. I kind of just want to keep this one. It's so pretty. I just love this yellow. But I don't have plans on having kids anytime soon, so it will go to a new home instead of collecting dust in my closet. This one is a pinwheel. It's also corner to corner. I made each like corner individually and then I connected all 4 of them. And then there's a moss stitch border. Yeah, moss stitch. The purple is Red Heart Super Saver Ombre, or Red Heart Ombre in violet, because there's a purple. This is violet, I believe. And then I think the white is just like a basic, either Pound of Love or Red Heart, whatever I had in my stash. Sometimes you just gotta keep the basics in your stash, you know, a white, a gray, a black, a little bit of everything. You never know what you're gonna be feeling one day. This one is also an older one. This is a little flower, and each of them, the flowers is like fuzzy. You can see that. These are both AC Moore yarns. These came in like little tiny, like 50-gram balls. They're like this big. And then this one, I think, is a storybook. The Stitch Studio by Nicole's Storybook Lullaby. This one was toffee. English toffee? English toffee. I think this was also a Daisy Farm Crafts design, but I think I just altered it for a smaller one. Guys, we have 2 blankets left. That's it. And my blanket pile is stacking up. I'm gonna have to start stacking up over there. Okay, last 2. This one, ooh, it's very hard to see on camera. Nope, because that's the back. Nope, no, it's the front. It just looks like a stripe, but it's actually like double crochets, half doubles, singles. It's called the Almond stitch or Almond Ridge stitch. So this one was a Pound of Stitches purple, and this one was a Craft Smart in Cityscape. So it's got like browns, grays, blacks, whites. Sometimes there's like long stretches of the color. But yeah, that one looked pretty cool. A lot of color changes, a lot of ends to weave in for this one, but I think it looks nice. I like purple. It's my second favorite color. Nope. Alright, last one. This is not to say this is the last one I ever made. I don't know which one that is. I am working on one currently. It just has a lot of ends to weave in, and I don't feel like doing that right now. This one is a bit bigger. This one's really fun. Oh, this is another tessellated one. I forgot about this one. This one is Tessellated Trees. This one is Fiber Spider. I know that for sure. But you can see the trees are like upside down or right side up. And this is Karen Cake's Lime Twist. I feel like I didn't say the weights for a lot of these, but if you just look up Karen Lime Twist or Karen Cake's Lime Twist, or any of these yarns really, you'll be able to tell what they are and what size they are. I feel like most were probably 4-weight. That's the majority of what I use. So if you have stuck around to the end and maybe you've counted how many I did, the other problems are here. I have 25 blankets here, which is a lot, being that was it 19 out of the 25 I made in the last 5 to 6 months. And I still got good grades. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. If you watched the end, love you even more. If you're Jess, you're welcome for me making this video for you, because I know you really wanted it. And if you're anyone else, like, comment, subscribe. Bye!